There we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Hi, welcome in. Hello, hi, welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? We made it. We made it through the weekend anyway. We made it through the beginning of the week. We made it through the first day, Monday. Monday's the hardest day. Is it Monday? Yep, still Monday. Still Monday. Okay. Because you guys know I'm usually off by a couple days. But if you are new to the channel, you probably don't have any idea what I'm talking about. But my name is Tanya or TitaniumBuilt, and welcome to the channel. We appreciate you being here, and welcome back to all the subscribers that are joining for another round, another live. So welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully you guys had a great day today. If you are enjoying the stream tonight, don't forget to hit the like button. It does help the channel creator out, and it helps the video get out into the algorithm. If you appreciate tonight's case coverage, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel, clicking the bell icon so that you're alerted to new content. We go live every evening, and I do put out pre-recorded videos as well. So there's my spiel. There's my little sticks that I have to do in the beginning. So I'm going to go up to the chat here. Actually, let me get on the right page over here. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Now I can see everybody. So welcome in. We'll take a second. We'll say hi to everybody, and then we'll get on to tonight's live. Cheryl was in first. Ladybug, quick second. Mary Beth. Hey, everybody. Hey, honey, Odler. Pickle Me Elmo's in here. We got some people in. If I miss you, just say, hey, where are you? Hey, Brad. Hey, Steve. I don't know if you saw me last night, Steve, but I was like, hey, Steve, at the end of the live when you came in. It was like way at the end. Hey, ALR, welcome in. Hey, Amy, Ashley. I'm kind of slow at doing this because, the one eye. So sorry. Amanda, Pocket American Bully. We've got Jen Dog. We've got Amy Harrison here. We've got Therese. We've got all kinds of people. Jana Banana. Well, welcome in, everybody. Kat K. And Kelly D. Man, yeah, we got them all. Look at that. Well, welcome in, everybody. Niners Girl. It's good to see you guys. Lenora, Jesus Loves Me. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. Catherine, Niners Girl again. See, twice. Carrie, Lenora again. Twice. See, two people got their name shot out twice. Hey, Margot. Hey, Karen. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Stephanie. There's Richie and Solo. And Janet. How are you doing tonight? Oh, that's the cute picture. I think I've told you that before, though. Lenora said I came home with 4 baby parakeets today. That sounds like me, but it's more like 4 dogs. I came home with 4 dogs today. So I will put my other link for my other channel in the chat if you guys want to subscribe to that other second channel. We're going to go live on it probably before we hit 500 subscribers, but I'm trying to get up to like 500 subscribers. And I told you it's because, that's the first step of getting monetized on your second channel. So I'll tell y'all. Hey, Doodlebug. Hey. So let me get over to my notes here. If you have any questions over anything that we talk about this evening, just throw it into the chat. We'll answer them for you as best that we can. If we can't answer them, we'll try to find the answer for you. So also, if you want to support the channel or the creator, you could do so by, liking the video. That's free to do. Subscribing to the channel through super chats, PayPal or memberships. Any of those will work, So we are not picky over here. And I will drop the link throughout the live if anybody wants to come up, or you can just ask me for the link. Just do some like fireworks or something and be like, link. So I know, because sometimes when we're on different pages, I can't see the chat as well. So welcome on in. Let me get over to my notes for tonight because I had to take because I was watching everything. I had to take a gazillion. So we are going to discuss the latest updates in the Audrey Cunningham case. And let me share my screen here for you guys. We'll get her picture up on the screen. She's the one that we're going to be talking about tonight. Oh, I hope not, Richie. Please don't let this case turn into another Summer Wells. Oh, I know. I hope not. I have so many questions on this case as well. And I was going to write them. I was going to write a separate Canva sheet of them, but I kind of took some notes tonight over a phone call that Audrey's mom came out with. And so we're going to go over those tonight. My notes. It's literally you're going to be like, what's these say? But you guys will understand them once we get there. But we are going to be talking about Audrey Cunningham. Sorry about that. She went missing on February 15th in Livingston, Texas, and she is still missing. Police do have a suspect in custody, and that is 42-year-old Steven McDougal, however you pronounce his last name. He was a roommate of Audrey's father, grandmother, and his grandfather is what I'm getting from the phone call today. Apparently, he had a camper out back that he lived out of. So he was staying with this beautiful little girl, her grandparents, her father, and this guy here, he had a camper in the back. Now, to me, I wouldn't let some guy just sleep in the back in a camper of my property, but that's just me. I mean, unless he was family, no, I wouldn't do that. Plus, I mean, can you only imagine? Can I come in and use the restroom? Because there's probably no like hookup out there for restroom and stuff. So he would have to be coming into the home, I would think, at some point in time. Also, why would you allow someone like this to babysit your child? So he was definitely in the home, with them, but he wasn't staying in the camper. So late on Friday, February 16th, that's when investigators arrested Steven on unrelated charges of aggravated assault. And they have had searches going on since she went missing. The reward money has increased from $7,000 to $10,000 for anyone with tips. And I think I have a banner. Let me put it up. Okay, I want to make sure I have the right one. Okay. There's a banner there with the phone number and all that good stuff. So if you see that scrolling, you should see that scrolling at the bottom of the screen. They are searching the waterways near a dam after finding a child's backpack a couple days ago. And in today's press conference, which we'll watch, they do believe it to be her backpack. Oh, Summer said she's an hour away from Livingston and have a daughter this age. Oh my gosh, I bet you this case hits close to home. Oh, I bet. Such a small child. I know, right? I have some more pictures of him too. And here we go. There's another one of them. So I know that there have been some rumors. We were talking about it last night about a note going around that they thought they believed that it was from maybe Audrey, and she wrote it, and it was found near her backpack. Let me know. Okay. So I think I found the picture that everyone was seeing, and let me know if this is the picture that you all were seeing, where it says, like, it looks like it's on a sandbar. We got some Tic Tacs. It says send help. Is this the one that everyone was talking about? Just let me know, because this one, yeah, no, this isn't it. This is like, I don't know where this was taken. I don't know who took it, but it's not from her neck of the woods. So I figured I would show you guys. The thing that did it for me was the Tic Tacs, really. And the penmanship. Shoot, she's got a strong hand, to me, that looks like an adult scribbled that. That's just me. And plus her mom, was saying that it wasn't a note. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I did find that. And I don't know who is passing it around. I would like to know. So it is beyond me that anybody would let their child around a man like this. I'm just going to say it. I mean, this guy has tattoos that clearly demonstrate what he's all about here, upper shoulder there. And plus, the tattoos that he has, they look like they were done in prison. They don't look like they were done at your local tattoo place, to me, just in my opinion. Oh, yeah, the one says, was it ain't scared or something? Is that what it says, ain't scared? I was like, oh, my Lord, have mercy. Ain't scared, yeah. We talked about that last night. I said I can only imagine that person being over me with the shirt off that says ain't scared. Man. It's just it's beyond me. So they are still looking for any video of footage of Steven's vehicle. So they want video between Thursday 2:15 between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. in Livingston, Texas. They want any like game cameras, like hunting cameras, doorbell cameras, home surveillance, business surveillance, vehicle dash cameras, any information that you may have. They want it from 2:15 to 2:16, but they are looking on Thursday, 2:15 between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. So, and a lot of times they will put it back a little bit before the crime happened and then a little bit after. So that way they have a timeline and a window, to work with. Oh yeah. I feel like if we do one more case on a predator around here, I'm going to die. Like, not to say that, I shouldn't say that word, but you know what I mean? It's too much. It's too much. Like, yes. That's what I heard too, Summer, about the bus stop. And then sometimes, like, if she missed the bus, and I'm like, well, how many times was she been taken to school by this guy? To me, that's like, what? Especially when his rap sheet looks like this. I mean, this is just one of his enticing a child. And I told y'all last night, I had to look that up for myself to figure out what the hell that meant. And this is what it means for the state of our great state of Texas. I'm not from Texas. I've never been to Texas. I've flown over Texas, but I know it's a great state. They got some great people. So, and some not so great, I guess. But enticing a child is, and this is for Texas, a person commits an offense if, with the intent to interfere with the lawful custody of a child younger than 18 years, he knowingly entices, persuades, or takes the child away from the custody of the parent or guardian or person standing in the stead of the parent or guardian of such child. Now, to me, that is 1,000% what happened right here. Oh, Karen, 100%. His messages to the mom, she said, displays he was grooming her, it seems. I agree with that 100%. Hello, Another Realm. Good evening. Welcome in. I like your picture. I thought they were spices at first. It's a lot. Like, so, I mean, like when I first read that, I was like, oh, 100%. That's what he's doing. Like, and not only is he trying to get into the brain of the child, but he was trying to do it with the mother. We saw the messages last night. We went over them. They were a bit much, Now, speaking of which, I do want to show you guys this. She did put something up on her Facebook today. Let me refresh the page just in case she put something else up. But I did see this. She put a picture of her daughter. Very sad. Very sad. We'll see what the comments kind of say. Sweet baby, praying that God wraps his arms around you during this difficult time and that she returns home safe and sound. I love you so much, Cass. I'm here when you need me, babe. I love you, Cassie. Oh, I heard from another creator that's been really on this case really well. She's done a really great job. She said that her favorite colors were black and red, is what I believe. So black and red hearts would be nice. Says, I've been praying so hard for you. I love you, my friend. Oh, I love you. I'm so sorry you're going through this, Cassie. I pray she comes home safe and you get a hold of her again. I'm here if you need me. Love you, Cassie. I'm praying like crazy. Drew said, God, I've been praying ever since I heard the news. I know it's hard right now, but please keep your head up. I have faith that she will come home or for you to have the answers you need. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to ask. You need anything. Please let me know. Money, whatever, you got it. That's nice. Someone to say that. Man, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot to, I couldn't imagine being in their position. Man, let me see here. Okay. I have these kind of, my notes are kind of backwards. So let me stop sharing that screen with you so you can see my face for a minute. So the mom wasn't in her life. And I'm wondering the last time she actually saw her daughter was because of the stuff that she said in the interview. which I'm going to go back through that interview tonight. And then Brooks over at Crime Lies and Lies did a excellent interview with her today. So I'm going to go over that. And I actually didn't get to hear the second half of that, but I think that she cut out. So it wasn't like a whole lot. But I have I have the whole interview that she did with Brooks. Oh, I put the stuff that stuck out the most to me. And then I also did what stuck out the most to me with her interview. So we'll go through all of that next. What we'll do is we'll watch the newest press conference that came out this afternoon. I was busy and I couldn't stream it. And by busy, I mean, took a nap. I didn't mean to do that today. I don't know what happened. I crashed out for like 3 hours and I don't take naps. So Jan, our wonderful Jan, texted me and she's like, there's a press conference. And I'm like, what? I'm like, is it on right now? So it had already played after I got her message. So I was trying to find it and I found that it wasn't like they didn't find her and stuff like that. So I knew I didn't, it wasn't like I needed to get on right then. I thought we'll do it tonight. So hopefully you guys didn't watch a lot, but I did. I was going to put my headphones in while we watch it. Let me grab them really quick. I think they're just like right over. Why did I move them? I put them in the closet. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I have another pair. Oh, here they are. Okay, after I went and found another pair, I found them. So let me fix my chair here, and then I'll be right back on. Okay, sorry about all the background noise. Okay, Harley Ryder, I'm glad that you answered that question for me. I was wondering when she was last in her life. So she's saying, or Harley Ryder's saying, how did he know the mom? She hadn't been in Audrey's life in 5 years. Their text messages made me think they knew each other pretty good. So she says today, when I heard her on the interview, she says today that they started texting. She thought it was between 3 and 4 months ago, but somebody, I guess, corrected her and said something about like her liking a post, him liking a post, something with a post over the last 6 months. So they've been talking anywhere from 4 to 6 months. So, and he's been like sending her pictures and stuff of her daughter. So, and we'll definitely get into all that because I thought that was pretty interesting. Hey, Lori, welcome in. Don't know why all 3 of them did it. I know. Summer is another case we've covered on the channel, but we haven't we didn't deep dive into the crazy stuff that happened with that case. So I feel like we should go back to it because I feel like I could go in with a clear head. I don't know all of the I know some of it, but I don't know all of the crazy stuff that's come out with that case, which is good. I have my tabs kind of backwards. So let me pull this up. We're going to watch the press conference here. And at the end of the press conference, like during the press conference, it's fine. But towards the end, of course, we can't hear the questions. One of these days, I'm putting on the screen, sorry. One of these days, officers will figure it out, police stations. I don't know. They try with the microphones, but they need to have a separate mic, a wireless mic for questions. If any sheriff's office is listening to this right now, or anyone that works for one, let them know. Let them know. Instead of investing in that big old camera back there, put some money into that microphone. We need the microphone. Another one, me too. I'm hoping that they find her while we're on the live tonight. That's happened before. I have faith. Charlotte Cena, I'm pretty sure it was Charlotte's case. I had gotten off the live and within 20 minutes she was found and I was like, oh my gosh, we should have never got off the live. Plus we're known for having breaking news. When something happens, we're usually live, it seems like. So I have good faith that something's going to happen soon. I hope so. But that river is huge. That river is so big. So we'll go ahead and play this. I had it actually. The reason why I had to fast forward is because I had it to the spot where they actually come out. So we're going to actually meet the sheriff today too. He's that officer with the other white hat on with the blue shirt. So he has bronchitis. He does tell us so. We'll go ahead and watch this here, and then I'll put the headphones on at the end. That way we can hear the questions. can't hear anything. I don't have that volume up yet.
Good afternoon. My name is Lieutenant
So
Craig
just kind of low.
Cummings, Texas Department of Public Safety. Today we're here to provide some updates on the search for 11-year-old Audrey Cunningham, who went.
Sorry, the volume is a little bit low on it. I didn't know that it was this low. Um, if anyone knows of anywhere where it's like louder, let me know and I'll go there. I didn't realize it was this slow because I didn't watch this station when I watched it today. So if you guys can't hear it, let me know also. But if you need headphones, maybe you could put headphones in. If you have them beside you, I hate when I tell people like, go grab headphones because like some people don't have headphones right there sitting beside them.
Missing on Thursday of last week. I'm also joined by Polk County Sheriff Byron Lyons and Polk County District Attorney Shelley Sitton. I want to say that investigators are following active leads based on tips and evidence that we have gathered. The videos submitted to investigators by the community have been very helpful. We're looking for and asking the public's help for additional video on FM 3126 that shows the highway. This video would have been on Thursday, February 15th, between 6:30 a.m. and 8 a.m. So again, that's video from FM 3126 on Thursday, February 15th, between 6:30 a.m. and 8 a.m. that shows the highway. I also want to announce the Polk County Crime Stoppers Reward has been increased to $10,000 for information leading to the arrest and prosecution of the person responsible for Audrey's disappearance. We are asking the public, based on the evidence that we have been getting right now, to stay away from Scenic Loop FM 3277 unless you have a need to be there.
I have a question before I forget, and maybe you guys will have an answer for me. Who decides how much a reward you give for like a missing child or a child abduction? Because they're given $10,000 here in this case, but I know other cases, where there's missing children and they don't give any reward. So I'm wondering if anyone knows the answer to that, because they bumped it up to 10,000. They haven't said anybody that's a donor. They haven't mentioned like a silent donor, a private person, a citizen, nothing like that. So I was just wondering, and you guys can let me know in the chat. There's a pot of donations or something. Oh, okay, Ashley. Well, we need more pot of donations around here. Why can't we? Yeah, we need a pot for every county. Every county should have a pot. It just makes me sad, I think about, and I don't mean to like think about another case, but like Madalena Kojakari, I know I brought it up before. That little girl's been missing like since 2022 November. Like, it's just crazy to me. I don't think there's any reward out for her. There should be a reward. I need to raise one or something. We may be doing a fundraiser soon.
That is
fundraiser for every county in the country.
We've had a lot of people driving down there.
That'd be a lot of counties.
Please stay away. Let the investigators do what they are doing and our volunteers that they are doing so that we can bring Audrey home. We also want to say that we're thankful for the Polk County District Attorney's Office for their continued legal advice as they provide that to investigators in this continued search for Audrey. The investigators have given McDougal, who was arrested Friday on an unrelated charge, several opportunities to cooperate, and we remain hopeful that he will begin helping in this case. Now, we also want to address some rumors that have been circulating. McDougal is not required to register as a sex offender. We would refer you to the various counties that prosecuted McDougal for inquiries regarding his criminal history.
So in case you can't hear very well, they are saying that he didn't have to register as a sex offender. Just saying it. He didn't have to register. That's why he wasn't on the registry. That's why he could go from camper to camper, however he wanted. Didn't have to have a set address. Didn't have to tell his probation officer. Yeah.
And we also want to say that McDougal resides in a camper behind the residence where Audrey lives with her father, grandparents, and other family. The family does have a relationship with McDougal. And with that, I want to turn it over to Polk County Sheriff Byron Lyons for some remarks for him before we open it up for questions.
Good afternoon. Since Audrey was reported missing, we have been working with investigators and volunteers, doing everything we can to bring Audrey home. Unfortunately, I've had bronchitis and it has impacted my ability to speak. So that is why I want to say first, thank you to the Department of Public Safety and to the FBI for assisting me with the social media and my media briefings. I also want to take a moment to thank all the investigators and the volunteers and members of the community who are working to bring Audrey home. The outpouring of support from the tips and from the videos and the donations of food and water has just been inspiring. As a community, as a county, as a state and a nation, the search for Audrey has brought out some of the most exceptional people that I have come to know. I have been in contact with the family, and they want everybody to know that they thank you and they appreciate all the prayers and how you've kept Audrey and them in your hearts. And they just ask that you continue to pray for them and Audrey's being able to bring her home. And I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has helped in this case. Any other questions?
Okay, I'm going to pause it for just 1 second here so I can hear the questions, because if I can't hear them, you probably will definitely not be able to hear them. And if I don't pause it, it'll just pause it for me. Oh, Amazon has deals on cowboy hats. That's what's up. You'll see me in one next live. Oh. Okay, they were making a weird noise. Okay. That was weird. Okay. Let me get them hooked up here. Just connecting them. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get them connected. So I'm going to go back a little bit. There was a car going by, so you couldn't really hear it, but I'm thinking she's talking about if they are confirmed that he was with her.
He was supposed to be taking her to the dropping off at the bus stop, and we do feel at this point that he was the last person who seen Audrey. There has been information found that
she's asking if he took her to the bus stop every day.
There were some occasions that he did drop her off at the bus stop or even take her to school if she missed the bus.
There's rumors flying about that McDougal has confessed. Did you address that rumor?
McDougal has not confessed. He has been talking with some of the investigators, but at this point in time,
sorry, they were just asking if he confessed. The scene of interest that they're asking people to stay away from, she's asking to expand on it.
You know, and that's kind of why one of the reasons that we're asking for the videos, we're trying to piece together a timeline of where he's been and the travel that he took, the roadways that he took. So this area is just one that's in particular that we can say that we know that he was in. And so we're making sure that we do extensive search of those areas. But the problem is that when we have a lot, and I know that people are concerned and people want to help, but a lot of time when we bring too many people into an area, it hinders our efforts in being able to try to find and locate evidence.
Do you guys know if that was Audrey's backpack that was found near the dam?
Asking about the backpack.
We feel strongly today that that backpack that was found is a high probability that it's going to be Audrey's.
There's a lot of water around her home.
I think called the criminal investigation, and that it's about being suspected. Could you expand on that? What crime is being investigated specifically?
She wants to know what crimes being investigated specifically.
And could you expand on the foul play suspect?
Okay, yes, we do feel as though we are investigating a criminal investigation. And at this point in time, as we conduct our investigation, we are not leaving out or adding in any just charges. We are investigating the evidence as if any, if we find any, and then we'll let that be determined, once we get all the evidence put together on what charges, if any, will be filed.
McDougal's 07 charge, 08 conviction for enticing a minor with intent to commit a felony out of Missouri County. The case information publicly accessible over the weekend and on a holiday is very limited on that. Was that felony intended a sex crime?
And beyond,
She wants to know, I don't know why she made it so complicated, but she wants to know if I believe that the intended crime was a S crime.
honest with you, I don't know. I can't answer that right now because it's in another county. The only thing that I've been able to find out that it was not something that they were able to require him to register for as a sex offender.
Have you taken McDougal to the dam or the Trinity River since he's been arrested?
There have been
Wants to know if they have brought McDougal to the Trinity Dam since he's been arrested.
some occasions where, on one occasion where we have taken McDougal, that he agreed to work with us and has taken us to certain locations.
She went around water. Have you checked the water around her house?
I was going to ask about the email that was sent to parents on Friday, letting them know about the disappearance and letting them know and asking them to provide video to do the report about. That email says that we can ask parents to look for video starting at 3 a.m. on Thursday. Is there a possibility?
I remember this question. She wants to know why they're looking for security cameras at around 3 a.m. Well, that's because it's investigation. They want a little before, a little after. So
That Audrey Cunningham could have disappeared sooner before the 7 a.m., which was the time that she was reported.
No. And see, one of the things in our investigation, when we conduct investigation, we want to make sure that we try to capture a good timeline. So even if we're looking at a projected time, say if it's 7, we still want to go to back up, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, because we want to know exactly what the individual or suspects may have been doing up until that point. Someone asked about water around the house.
Around the house. Has that area been searched?
Yeah. That was the first area
asking about water around the house. But yeah, I mean, if they have an incident that happened at 7 a.m., let's say, they're going to want camera footage from as far back as they can get it, pretty much, before and then after. That way they can have some sort of timeline to go on. And they're not just saying, oh, at 7 o'clock, look, here he get, like, look, there he did it. They could be like, okay, this is what he did. This is what he did. Like, he went to Walmart to buy this, went here to do this, like that kind of stuff is why they do that.
On the night that she was reported missing, volunteers came together with law enforcement. That was the first area to subdivision search. No. Let me take that.
6:45.
6:45 is when we felt like she went missing. I'm hoping and praying that she's still alive. I am not giving up hope that we'll be able to bring Audrey home. So yes, I am hoping that she yet is still alive. And we're going to work just as hard to make sure that we do everything that we can to try to bring her home.
Sheriff, is there any other person of interest in this case?
Okay, we got a couple questions at a time. Right here.
Asking if he's being cooperative.
When you say is he being cooperative, I think that Mr. McDougal, he is what he's doing on occasions. He will, and I use that word cooperate lightly, but he is somewhat, working and talking with the investigators. But we are very cautious on the information that he's giving.
No, I'm wondering when he says lightly, like he's cooperating lightly. Does that mean he's saying like, yeah, my name is Steven McDougal? or McDougal. You know what I mean? Like, is that what he's saying? Like, are they consider that cooperation, or is he actually like cooperating? I don't think that he's cooperating. Especially after hearing what Audrey's mom was saying today.
Are you guys able to count on GPS?
I will say this, that
They're asking if you could use
this point,
GPS.
Mr. McDougal is our main person
Probably not in that vehicle.
of interest, but we are not ruling out anyone else who may be or involved or may not be involved. We are not just honing in on just this one individual. We're making sure that we're covering all stones.
Did you anticipate charges being filed in connection to this case anytime soon?
I anticipate that if the evidence presents itself that proves that Mr. McDougal has committed an offense or crime, that charges will be filed in him in Polk County. So in speaking with the Rangers, we're just asking them, hey, take us to where in any places that you think or where you may have been. And so he has done that on one occasion.
So the picture or video or whatever people that have been having of him standing, there, I guess that's the one and only time that he was down there, and he was showing them where he was after the bus stop. Now, if you're being investigated, I don't know. I'm just saying criminals are done though. But if you're being investigated for an offense and they're like, well, where'd you go after? And you're like, well, like after the bus stop, you probably still had her with you. So you don't want to tell them. I wouldn't want to tell them where I was really at. I'd be like, I was over here when I was really over there. I'm just wondering if he took them to the right place or if he just is like, just send them on a wild goose chase. And I hope he's not. I really hope so. I hope he's not. Community members are asking to volunteer to help search.
Okay, and kind of like I addressed in my opening statement, is that I am so grateful for those who have came out and volunteered, raised their hands to want to participate. And yes, the volunteers have been great and have been very valuable to us. But one of the things that we have to do is that we have to limit and we have to make sure that we don't overdo it. Because remember, we are yet still, while we try to bring Audrey home, we are yet still making sure that if there's evidence or if there's anything that we need to capture or anything that we need to be able to retain, we want to make sure that we don't have so many people that we damage or destroy evidence at the time. So the way we are today, we had the volunteers meeting over at Tigerville Park. And then as we needed them, we would send an officer over to get those folks and then take them into an area to help search. At this time right now, we don't want to share locations that he's taken us to, other than to say that there are multiple places of interest that we have gone to and have made searches. And I'm sure before this day is out, we'll be searching other locations. And really, when it comes down to it, I wasn't there with those officers, and so I can't answer to exactly what was just said, other than these are just places that he instructed them to go.
Has McDougal made a claim that he dropped her off at the school bus?
No.
Was something recovered, Sheriff, from those locations? Is that where the backpack was found or other items were found?
The only thing at this point in time right now that I can speak to for sure is going to be that backpack.
So do you think he's giving you false leads?
And that's the thing, is that we have to just continue to work all the leads that he's presenting to us. Whether or not they're false or not, it depends upon how it works out and how the investigators are able to put those pieces together.
Are you guys able to count with cell phone records, maybe like where he could be?
We are working with every tool made available to us, whether it be cell phone, whether it be video, which has been an awesome tool for us. We are using every tool made available to us to try to piece together a window or a picture of where he may have gone. I'm sorry, repeat that.
Just to clarify, is he acknowledging that she never actually made it to the bus stop?
At this
She's wanting to know if they actually clarified if he told them that she had made it to the bus stop.
time right now, he has not acknowledged that, whether or not she's made it, whether or not he dropped her off or she made it to the bus stop or not.
Has he admitted to leaving the house with her?
Yes.
Can you clarify that location when you're telling?
Now, I think that if the kids would have seen him that day right there, like for the bus stop, he would have said, yeah, I drove by the stop and a bunch of kids saw me.
It's called the scenic route, is the name of it, where it is.
It's off of the scenic loop. It's the, well, let me say this. It's in the scenic loop area there near Tigersville Park. If I say on national television, don't go to this specific location, kind of defeat my purpose. But I am saying that there are officers that's in the area who are instructing people or directing people away from those areas. Please work with those officers if they ask you to turn around or they ask you to go into another location while they would search those areas.
Sheriff, you mentioned that he admits to leaving with Audrey Cunningham, and now we know she's missing. What else do you need to charge him for a crime? Because the child is nowhere to be found.
Well, I would
She wants to know how much more they need to charge him with the crime because the child has not been found.
thing is, and the district attorneys here, one of the things that we must do is that we must not jump to conclusions. We want to make sure that we take all the evidence that we have collected. Yes, he may have been the last person with her, and yes, she is missing at this time. But we want to make sure that whatever evidence that we collect and that we place on an affidavit today is going to be something that's going to hold up in the court later. It does us no good to prematurely charge him now, and then 3-4 months from now it get tossed out of court because we were moving too fast. So I ask you, please understand as we work carefully through this, because Audrey deserves this. She deserves us taking our time. She deserves us making sure that we do it right. She deserves to have her voice to be heard. And I want to make sure that we do that and we do it the right way.
Sheriff, one of the cell phone techniques is called geo tracking. One of the cell phone techniques is called geo.
He's very good.
Geo tracking.
I will say this, we are using every tool made available to us to be able to work cell phones and videos, video to be able to try to track his movements.
I think he's impressed with the questions.
Has any other person of interest come to fruition and have they been eliminated?
There have been other persons that we have certainly have looked at, and at this point in time, we're not ruling anyone out. You know, at this point, we are still, it's an active investigation, and everybody's going to be looked at. Everybody's going to be maintained until we can definitely say for sure either you are or you're not a party to this investigation.
What are the details about the aggravated assault charge that he's currently in jail for? Can you expand on that?
The details, what I can go to in on that
She wants to know the details of the aggravated charge that he's in there for now.
was it was an aggravated assault that took place August, I believe, and that in that investigation there were some during that investigation there was some circumstances that took place that would not allow us to be able to arrest him at that time, and he would not cooperate, would not basically lawyer up, would not talk with the investigators. But on I think Saturday, Friday night, whichever night he was arrested, he did make the statement to that offense, which at that point in time he was arrested for.
What was the offense? What is he accused of doing?
It was a aggravated assault. He assaulted another individual,
Male, female?
male.
We've also heard that he has, obviously a violent criminal history. There's also rumors out there that he has affiliation with the Audrey Brotherhood. Are you able to confirm that?
We have
She wants to
those same
know about his connections with the Aryan Brotherhood.
things, and we've been told that there is an affiliation with the Aryan Brotherhood. Those are some things that we will come back after we are able to get Audrey located, and we will tie those things down to prove whether or not he's affiliated or not.
Are you guys doing a extensive search for any evidence in the house, the RV, the home itself?
Those things have been done. Yes, ma'am.
Two more questions.
Have you talked with Audrey's dad or family members?
Yes,
Are they cooperating?
very much so.
Can you expand a little bit more on the relationship between Audrey's family and him Were they friends prior? Anything like that?
Wants to know if they're friends with the suspect, the family.
And for this to
Yeah,
be
they
our
took
last
vacations
question,
together.
to answer your question is that basically the way it was explained to us is that he was a friend of the family, a friend of the father, and he was allowed to live there in a trailer behind the house, and he was a friend of the family's, um, and basically that's why he was there, allowed to live there. I appreciate what everyone has done. I appreciate your helping us get Audrey's story out there. And thank you so much for your diligence in this. And I ask you, as you continue to work with us and allow us to tell Audrey's story, allow us to work this investigation properly and understand when it doesn't go or doesn't appear to go the way that you feel it should. Trust us that we're getting it done and we're trying our best to do it the right way. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Your service and your officer service.
Thank you.
Very nice of them to say that at the end. Like, thank you for your service and your officer service. I don't know who said that at the end, but that was very respectful. Hey, Mike, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody that I didn't see when we were watching the video. So that was just the presser that was for today. If we get up to 100 likes, I will gift out 5 memberships, just letting you guys know. If you're listening in, just throw your finger on that like button. It's free and it's easy. But I wanted to go over just a couple more things for tonight. But one of the things I wanted to go over was Cassie Matthews, which is Audrey's mom. I wanted to go over her interview that she did. The only interview. She did actually have like it was an interview, I guess, today. She did do an interview today with Brooks at Crime Lines and Lies, and I'm going to drop her link whenever we get to that part of the live. She did an interview with her today over the phone. It kind of cut in and out, but Brooks did a great job like she always does when she does interviews. And I wrote down a ton of notes of everything that she said that I thought stood out. And I thought we would go over those next. So we'll do the interview first. And then I'll show you like a spreadsheet that I put together of some of the things that she said that I was just kind of like, what? Like, I don't know. Just taken aback by. And then we'll go over those. I do want to make it clear that I don't know what her mom's going through. And I hope that I never have to imagine that. But this, man, I just feel for everybody involved. But most importantly, I feel for Audrey. Sorry, I keep calling her Audrey because I used to work with a girl named Audra. I got that in my head now. So let me see where I had it at because I have like everything kind of mixed up. So I did find this on a girl's TikTok. Her name is Abby B Labby Remix, and I'm going to put her link in the chat right now if you guys want to watch this on her TikTok, or if you want to go and follow her. She may have more videos related to this case. I'm sure she probably does. But this is just the one that I could find. I couldn't find the interview like anywhere, so I did find it on her TikTok. So I'll throw that in the chat. That way, if you guys want to check her out, you can do that. I bet that they are, Ashley. If Doug is there searching, I'm sure he has a good boat. Like, I'm sure he has, a real good boat and good sonar, and all that. I'm sure that they're holding out, they're not like, they're just like, do whatever you guys need to do. The FBI is involved in this case. So I'm pretty sure that, anything that they need, they'll be able to get, to search. Cause that water is murky. I mean, it's murky. You can't see through that water. I couldn't even imagine. So I'm going to play this for you guys here. It's like 5 minutes long, but it's just the interview that she did. One of the first evenings her daughter was missing.
Matthews, and I am the mother of Audrey Cunningham, the missing 11-year-old girl. And I would just like to get the word out that we would like to have her come home. It's not like her to, just run off or disappear. She has a lot of loving family. She has so many people that love her and adore her. She is a very well taken care of child. And we miss her. We don't understand, and any and all help would be greatly appreciated. And I want the word spread around as far as possible. If you see her, please contact, your local police. I don't.
Sure, Spring. Sure, Spring.
Can you tell us like when you last saw her and sort of how everything went down, or whatever you can tell us?
Well, she was allegedly dropped off at her bus stop, and later on, we come to learn that she never even made it on the bus. Nobody has any clue actually as to where she might be. They do have one person that they are looking into, but other than that, we have no leads. So we are grasping at any string, any sign, just anything in general.
Do you know why they're searching this area? Or kind of, what do you know about the search that you can tell us?
The search began actually in the wood line behind her home because it leads to the state park. Now she is known to like to explore, the woods. She likes to look at the little animals, and now it's not that I agree that she should be able, to be unsupervised and do so, but she resides, with her dad, and what her dad allows her to do is completely, different than what I choose. So we wanted to start there, and the reason that we're here at the dam is because one of the people in question, this is where he was said to be after he had dropped her off at the school bus. I'm being told that they have possibly found her backpack in this area, but no signs of her.
This is really hard.
Hard is an understatement. This is the stuff that you see on TV, and you wonder. You can only imagine what the family and the parents are going through, and there's not words for it. There's not one feeling you feel. It's a roller coaster. You're broken. You're mad. You're lost. You're empty. And right now, I'm empty. And I'm not gonna be the same unless my baby is returned to me. And neither is her family, anyone in her family, any of us, any of her friends, any of the people that she has been connected to in the community. And she's such a great child. She loves everybody. She loves everything. She's smart. She's fun. She's caring. Not a single person could say anything bad about her. She's not a bad child. She has so many opportunities ahead of her, and she deserves every right to be able to reach those opportunities. And right now, this is not where she should be. She should be at home, where we know she's safe and she's warm and she's fed, and she should be with her little brother. She should be doing what Audrey does, smiling, laughing, making everybody else smile and laugh. And it's eating at me. It's eating at me and making my brain tear itself apart, that I feel like a sitting duck. I feel like I can't do anything because I know nothing. And it seems like every end that we search, it just ends with empty hands so far. And I want my baby returned.
Okay, so like I said before, I couldn't imagine being her mom. I mean, I couldn't imagine being a mother of a missing child who is presumed probably maybe, not here with us any longer. They have the person that they think, did something with her in custody, and they still haven't found her, so it's not like, they can check anywhere. They can't go check his home again because they already checked there. It's not like she's going to be there. You know what I mean? Now, I did say last night, I hope that he put her in a camper somewhere where she could have food and get water. And we find out today, dude was living in a camper. And I'm just like, what? But she wasn't there. Unfortunately, she is not there. But some of the terms that were used in this interview just stuck with me. So I just wanted to bring them up, not throwing any shade at mama, just bringing up what I thought was a little different. Just what I saw. Because I can't imagine what she's going through. I really can't. I don't have any kids. I really can't tell you. But I did want to go over this. Oh, I didn't realize it was going to do that. Sorry. But these are the terms that she used. So the first one I heard that she said, she's a very well taken care of child. Well, we know now from interviews that she's done, from today that we heard and other sources that he wasn't a good dude. So, I mean, she wasn't being well taken care of. She was being in the care of these people. Let me put it better. And the care of these people that were letting her do tattoos, among other things. We saw the videos. They're very disturbing. So, in my opinion, she wasn't. But the anchor doing the interview asked Cassie, when was the last time you saw your daughter? And she skipped over the question completely. And she just went in straight to what happened the day of the abduction. Instead of saying, her favorite, the last time she saw her daughter, I mean, I can ask any of you guys in the chat right now, if you have a daughter, when was the last time you saw your daughter? And you're going to think, oh, I saw her yesterday, just say or today, or 2 years ago, or, whenever I feel like you're going to know, I don't know. You're not going to dodge that question. And then that was all that I had there. They don't have any leads. That was what they were saying. And then this tells me that maybe they didn't have any eyewitnesses, like the kids that were at the bus stop that day. Now, she did have a conversation today with, where'd I put it? I had her link up here and then I have it right here. She did an interview today with Crime Lines and Lies over there with Brooks. I love Brooks. She did such a good interview. Make sure you go over there and you watch it. I put her link in the chat. I'll put it throughout the time that we're reading this. She's getting some interviews. That girl's getting the interviews. But she did say some things. So I just kind of wanted to go over them with you guys. The call did get cut out. Right before the press conference, she had to get off the phone with her. And then the second time they got off the phone, it cut out. So I wasn't able to get some more, but this is what they got. And I was like, wow, she's very well, very good at letting people talk, and she just kind of listens. But she said in the beginning of the conversation, her stomach was in her feet. And I did take these on my notes. So I'm hoping that whenever I was copying and pasting these back out, they don't sound crazy. Because I was walking through the store saying this stuff into my phone. She was worried about what they were going to say at the press conference. So today she started talking to Brooks on the phone. It was alive, and was just telling her how she was worried about what they were going to tell them at the press conference that day. But which, to me, is if they had any substantial news, they would have told the parents before going live with that coverage. Those officers know better than that, but they would have told her. So I hope that she doesn't ever get too worked up or anything, during waiting on a press conference to come on, because if there was anything that was I feel big, they are going to let her know first, She said she doesn't know any more than what the investigators have told us on the news. So if you hear of anything, I mean, she just says that she just knows what we know. She said that she heard that Steven had been playing the crazy card in jail. He's throwing feces around and he had to be pepper sprayed. She says he's just acting crazy. She says she knows he's not crazy. And you can tell that she's very frustrated that he's trying to play the crazy card. Now, if she's saying she knows he's not crazy, that to me is saying that she knows him pretty well to say that. And then she said that she wishes she could have done more for her daughter. And that's a lot of what she thinks about. And that made me feel really bad, Her words were that she thought she was in a safe house and a safe environment for the most part. Now, I don't know what she meant by the most part, for the most part. I don't know. That's not a good way. That's not good. I wonder if the dad's been interviewed. I bet he has another round, but we just haven't heard anything from him. Let me see. Where was that? Okay. I already put that there. So, okay. I get a little confused here. That's because she said she's never seen a CPS worker before, not a day in her life. She's never seen a CPS worker come to her home, talk to her, nothing. But I just don't understand. How did she lose custody? And wouldn't you be working with CPS to gain custody back? Now, I don't know if that's something that you do if you just go through the court systems or if you go through CPS and you take like classes. But I've never, I don't know a lot about losing custody of your kids, but I know that they don't just take kids away from their mothers when they have them, not a good reason. Even if she was like, here, you take our daughter and you start raising her because I think you can give her a better life. You don't just sign over your custody to them. You keep your custody. But even if the dad family has money, I don't understand it. Like what got them to court? They said she was a bad mom. So they would investigate her. They wouldn't just take the baby away and say, here you go. This is your new baby now. Like, that's what I don't get. So how did mom and dad lose custody, I wonder, Harley Ryder? Because she said she didn't even know that grandma had custody. That was news to her. And maybe it's in here. It should be in here. She says the people have told her to look into the father because she believes that he had problems with CPS and that maybe the neighbors called CPS. She says that could have happened. So here, let me go up here a little bit. Sorry, guys. So I guess Joshua lost custody and Tabitha, the grandmother, had custody. And the mother, Cassie, didn't know any of this. She wasn't aware of any of it. Now, I just don't know how that works. I wish I did, but I don't. How, like, she was supposedly on drugs. Well, Harley Ryder, that could be it. Yeah. Yep. Look, maybe, yeah, she knows what happened. Oh, and the guy was tweaking, Kelly D, wasn't he? He was tweaking out. I just don't know a whole lot about like CPS and all that kind of stuff. Like, like with them taking your kids, I just assume that if they take your child, they give it to the father. I don't know. I guess you don't have any rights to know anything. But it's just crazy that he would lose custody then and give the child to his mother, but he's still staying there like he would have custody of her. It's like my head's spinning. Maybe because he wasn't working locally. That could be it too, Doodlebug. That could be it, actually. You know what I mean? Like if he's working weeks on end at sea, like doing fishing stuff, I mean, I could see that. She did say that her and Steven, I don't know why I spelled like that, had been communicating anywhere from 4 to 6 months. He would send pictures of her daughter to her. And she said she didn't trust him from the beginning. Now, if you don't trust somebody from the beginning, how are you going to trust them to send you pictures of your daughter that you're not supposed to have? Like, it's very, very weird to me. Not like her mom being weird. It's just the whole situation is just crazy. He's in jail, throwing his fecal matter feces all over the walls. He's, has to be pepper sprayed, I guess. This is all allegedly, through the mom, she's heard. He's trying to act, nutty, crazy. And she did say, like, if he acts like this, does he really think it's going to get him out of anything? And I'm like, no, it's not. She said she hadn't done anything to her daughter, but obviously something had to occur because she didn't have custody. And that's what I put there because I just didn't know. They don't take babies away from their mother. She thought that they could give her a better life. So that's why she gave up custody, is from what I heard. Now, if I think someone can give my child a better life, I guess if I was going to have a child, I would make sure I could give that child a good life while I was maybe if you're pregnant, you get pregnant, you're like, oh shit, I'm pregnant. I didn't mean to do that. Well, then you spend those months, while you're, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, but I would think that you would spend those months that you were pregnant trying to better yourself and better your situation for when your baby does come home and come into this world. Even if that means moving back in with your parents and having your parents help take care of the baby with you. Something like that. I mean, it takes a village. Takes a village. Now, it didn't take this. Now, this village was the wrong village. Tabitha's grandmother told her about what happened, but when she asked where Steven was, she wouldn't answer. She jumped right off the phone. She said that she was like hyperventilating, very, very concerned. And then as soon as Cassie was like, okay, well, where's Steven? She jumped off the phone. Now, I'm wondering why would Cassie ask where Steven is? If, I mean, do they know that they know each other? Because I thought maybe he was just hiding it from Josh. I figured Steven was probably hiding what he was saying from Josh, but maybe not. That's true, Ashley. Yeah. Let's see. Hit that like, everyone, Mike said. Thank you. She believes that he was trying to set her up. And that was the last of it, I think. Oh, no, it was not. Oh, so I guess Tabitha's husband, I was trying to catch this and I kept rewinding it. He's a captain of a ship. And when he's gone, so when he's out of the home, which is a lot of the time, it's like a free for all. But when he's home, everything's tightened up. Everyone's on their best behavior. So she doesn't believe that he knew anything that was going on. The first time that Steven tried to video call, that was the first time that he called her. And he did it a few times, and she didn't know who the guy was at the time. So she replied asking, can I help you? Can I help you? I wish she would have never said that. You know what I mean? She probably wishes that too. But she believes that he did do something to her daughter. She does believe that. Hey, Harley girl. And that just makes me so sad. And I believe that he tried to set her up. I believe he was trying to set her butt up. I really do believe that. I do believe that he was trying to do something. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I think that it's him. I think it's him totally. I don't think the mom had anything to do with it. I think that she just kind of messed up and, parents do that, I guess, though, too. I mean, parents do that. Yeah. I know they don't think logically. Not at all, T. Salas. I know. Josh has lived there since 2013. Damn. He probably never moved out then. How old is Josh? I should look that up. How old is he? I don't know if I have his age down. I don't. Does anyone know how old he is? I wonder how old Josh is. He looks young though. Like the pictures that he had on his his Facebook. I still have it up here somewhere. Right here. Looks pretty young. Still the same amount of comments. Let's see if anyone's commented new. Nope. Wait, let's do newest. All comments. Okay. Those are 4 days ago. Oh, it actually goes to the bottom, doesn't it? To get the newest ones. Maybe I'll go through them. Because we went through them last night, but we didn't go through all of them. I was just going to see if there was any all the way at the bottom that were. I don't get on Facebook, so is it all the way at the bottom are the newest comments? So bad. I haven't been on Facebook in forever. Every time I get on there, there's just something really terribly sad. Oh, you appear to have left your child in the hands of the devil himself, someone said. Oh, my Lord. I think he was going to hurt Cassie and make them both disappear if she went to meet him in the park yesterday. He set the stage with the messages to claim she stole her daughter upon seeing her. He had already done something with that little girl. Now that could be possible. I mean, so sad. He was really trying to set her up. I do believe that wholeheartedly, though. Yeah, actually, some people, they just get lucky. You know what I mean? Like, really. Sometimes, I don't know. I think it depends on where you do your where, like, if you're addicted to the rugs, I think it depends on if you're a social rug person, like where you're out and you want to be around people and you want to be drinking, you want to be at the bars, you want to be doing all that. Than if you're just staying home and doing them. Because if you're staying home and doing them, it's hard to get caught for anything. But if you're out in the public and you're all drugged or rugged out, sorry about that, YouTube, rugged out of your mind, more people will see you, more, chances that you'll get pulled over by a policeman, things of that nature. So I think that's like the difference between some of that stuff, But look at you now, Ashley. Look at you now. Doing even better. It's got to be the best feeling in the world when you don't wake up and you're like, oh, I need this for my system, That's what's so sad. Oh, there's that. I was just seeing if there was anything that we need to know. We might have to go through these again, like the other comments. These are getting kind of good. They're going to probably get better and better. So I didn't have to share, Ashley. No one wants to share. He's only 29. He says, why are these people so young? Or am I just getting old? I feel like everyone's just so young that has been going through this. And I think that was most of the conversation that she had with Brooks. Brooks did get off the phone with her right before the press conference. She didn't want to, in case something bad happened, she didn't want to be on the phone with her during the press conference. And I totally understand that. I'm going to put her link into the chat again, in case you guys want to go over there, subscribe, watch her videos. She does a really great job. She's doing some really great interviews right now with some people. She's doing it big over there. Oh, and today she said, and it made me laugh because she literally quoted what I've quoted before or what I've said. But I don't even think she knew it, but she's like, I'm no Diane Sawyer over here. I don't really do interviews, which she does do interviews. And I'm like, no, that's what I say. I don't do interviews. Like, I've never done an interview. I don't think. No, I haven't. I have to practice on you guys. Tomorrow morning I will be live early. So that's why I'm only doing a short live tonight, so I can get my beauty rest. So tomorrow, our girl, Ruby Frank, will be in a courthouse in Utah. She is going to be sentenced for her 4 counts of CA. And so will Jody Hildebrandt. So hers is at 10 a.m., I believe. Let me double check, 10 a.m. And then Jody's will be at 10:30. I'm trying to see where I had that up. But one of the news stations is going to be doing live. I don't know if they're going to be doing like live tweeting or if they're going to actually be broadcasting it. So I'm not sure, because I know that if they are in court, the victims have a right to testify, to say, like, to give an impact statement. I'm sorry, an impact statement. So they won't do an impact statement. They won't put that on for us to see. Those kids are juveniles. They wouldn't do that. So he said that there'll be like live tweeting and stuff too. So if anything, we'll just read the live tweets. We'll see what happens. Then they might release a video later on. It's going to be, their time is 2 hours behind my time. So we will be going on. I thought it was earlier. We won't be going on until noon. So noon, 12 o'clock. We should place bets. Now they are, okay. So let's see. Where's my phone here? They were charged with 6 counts, but now I went down to 4 counts. And they can go up to 15 years apiece. So that's 60 years. So they can get up to 60 years apiece. Anywhere, I guess, from 4 to 60 years. 4 to 60. I'm going to say, I don't think she's going to be in that long. I think she'll get, I'm in Eastern time, summer. I think she'll probably get like 20 years. I don't know why. I just feel like something, you're saying 20 years too. Catherine said 20 as well. Yeah. She said that right when I said it. She put in the chat. Yeah. just because I don't think it has to do with money or anything, because they let her sell her home, I guess, but they are not letting her collect the money from it. And then Jody Hildebrandt, they're not letting her touch her assets because they may put all of that money into a fund for the medical expenses for the children. I think that is an awesome idea. Awesome idea. Let the kids have it all. I think the kids should have all of Jody's money, all of Ruby's money. Kevin needs to get out of town before he gets arrested or something, you know? It's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're a subscriber, new subscriber in Other Realm. It's good to have you. You think Jody 25 to 30? Now that sounds more like it for Jody. I think Jody's going to get hit a little harder, although I don't know if I agree with that per se. I think they should have the same. That they're both awful people. I mean, emancipated children. What the hell's wrong with you? Duct tape, cayenne pepper, old moons, and honey. What? I mean, like, you know, and then we just hear about the little girl in the dog cage being zip tied last week. It's like too much. It's just too much. But I do appreciate you guys all coming in tonight and, you know, supporting the channel. Love having you guys here. We just doing a little short live tonight. But if you guys would like to join the channel membership, I'll post the link in the chat. We'd love to have you here. We do all kinds of fun stuff on the channel. But I will see you guys all tomorrow evening, about the same time. I'm going to try to get on a little earlier. I know I say that every night, though, and I'm here at 9:15. So we'll probably see you about 9:15. Now, the money did go from $7,000 to $10,000, the reward. So if you have any information in the case, please call the Polk County Sheriff's Office at 936-327-6810. And I appreciate you guys all being here tonight. Thank you so much. And you guys have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you don't get missed out on any alerts. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, guys.